I'm here live with the legend, El Guapo, Boss Rutten. Boss, let me ask you a couple questions real quick. We just witnessed a great IFL event. You're really the spokesperson of the IFL. You're that face of the IFL. How much has this sport evolved in the last 15 years since you were the guy jumping around pancrase, knocking people out, kicking them out of rings? How much has the sport changed since then?
Oh, it changed a lot. You know, I said it after my first fight in Japan. I knocked a guy out, Japanese dude out, and the next guy, nobody knew me. They put babies in my hands on the street and making pictures, and I go, whoa, this is insane. I said, this is going to be the biggest thing within 4 years. And I was 7 years off because it took 11 years. But then, you know, Dana White came along, and he made The Ultimate Fighter, and he brought it really out, you know. So we got to really, you know, if you think about it, we got to thank Dana about it.
Yeah, there's no question. Let me ask you another question. With a product like the IFL that has 4-minute rounds, they've taken elbows out of the equation. How much has that affected the game? Now we're talking about a 2-year-old company.
It does it a lot. You know, right now also we're going to have a hexagon. It's going to be in August. It's going to be started. You have no more corners. You can't lock your opponent anymore up. So you need to rely more on your fighting skills. And with taking the elbows out, because that's a question that came on the Inside MMA show, they said, you know what, the fighters from Japan, they seem to have more submissions there in Japan in Pride than you do see in the UFC. I said, is it because of the cage and the ring difference? I said, no, it's not. It's because they take the elbows out. You know, if you're on top and you can choose between giving somebody an elbow or going for a straight armbar, well, if you go for a straight armbar, you have the risk of that guy escaping the armbar, and then you're in the worst position. So that's why everybody picks the elbows above the submission. So I really think that with it taking that out and then now the hexagon coming up, I think you really need to be very technical.
Now, even on a 5-round fight, we're only talking about an athlete fighting 20 minutes. Yeah. That's Are you considering more rounds, no, or do you believe that 20 minutes is the right number that you can develop the pace of a fight?
Yeah, no, it's enough. You know, we saw one really slow fight all the way in the beginning of the fight, of the night, and it was not live, so that was good on TV. But as you saw that fight with Toro Savicius and Ryan Schultz, it was like exactly, you know, perfect, like a steak. You know, you make it perfect to the. They were tired at the end, but they threw out 5 rounds of unbelievable action.
Who is in line right now, Boss, to be knocked out by Kimbo Slice, your protege, the guy that has become the ebony and ivory? We have Boss Rutten and Kimbo Slice. Did anybody ever envision Kimbo Slice becoming the face of mixed martial arts? And as of the 31st of May, I believe people are going to notice that this guy Kimbo Slice has become the face of this sport.
How crazy is that? You know, the haters. Don't blame this on Kimbo. He's got 3 fights. Yes, you're right. You know, he didn't prove himself. Yes, you're right. But the only thing, this is what I'm saying. He does everything right. He doesn't ask for this attention. You know, it just comes to him. He's charismatic, you know, and he gets great. He's got really great fighting skills. His striking is really good. I think his hands are better than 85% of the fighters out there right now in mixed martial arts. Ground game we're working hard on, but he doesn't pick his fights. It's us. We building a fighter, and because he's so big, everybody wants him to fight Fedor. No. I decide who he fights. If I tell Kimbo, say next week you're going to fight Mike Tyson, he will fight Mike Tyson. It's not him. He'll fight anybody. But it's me, and it's the management. And we say, okay, we build him up just like anybody else, you know, and we slowly but surely we turn him into a good fighter. So in like 2 or 3 more fights, then we're going to go for top 10 fighters. And then still, that will be after 6 fights, fighting a top 10 guy. Wherever did you hear that? You see what I mean? It makes no sense if I explain it, but he's got so much hate for things that he doesn't do wrong. He doesn't do anything wrong. He treats everybody with respect. He gives the fans with respect. He trains really hard. He goes away from his family for 6 weeks, and he's a family man. Man, these guys go to church together. They train together. He with his kids. I mean, it's insane for him to step away. I think we should respect what he did. He had that big name of the bathroom, the backyard brawler, and everybody loves him. But now he takes it to a professional level, and you know he can lose everything.